Now on Channel 5, time for a quick roundup of all your latest headlines this Friday lunchtime in 5 News.
Hello, this is 5 News. I'm Gemma Morris. The jury in the trial of Michael Jackson's doctor will begin considering their verdicts later. After 5.5 weeks of evidence, the prosecution and defence presented their final arguments yesterday evening. Dr. Conrad Murray is accused of the involuntary manslaughter of the star who died of a drugs overdose in 2009. The Business Secretary, Vince Cable, has apologised after sensitive documents were found in bin bags left outside of his constituency office. The documents included correspondence from other ministers and personal details of his constituents. He says the staff who are responsible have accepted it was a serious mistake. The Greek Prime Minister George Papandreou faces a vote of confidence this evening after scrapping plans for a referendum on the proposed Eurozone bailout. Plans are being put together for Mr Papandreou to create a unity government and subsequently step down if he wins the vote. But the opposition leader says he should resign immediately, whatever the outcome. At a meeting of world leaders in southern France, the Chancellor George Osborne says it's important for the world to be ready whatever happens to Greece.
I think we've got a day of hard negotiating ahead of us here in Cannes, and the Eurozone have to face up to their responsibilities, and they have to stand behind their own currency. No one else can do that for them, including Britain. And then the rest of the world, which includes Britain, but also includes countries like China and Japan and the like, have to make sure that the international economic system is stable and well funded, and that includes the IMF. So that is going to be the subject of the discussion today.
Diet programmes such as Weight Watchers are cheaper and far more effective than those run by the NHS. A study of nearly 800 obese or overweight men and women published in the British Medical Journal found that participants lost more weight at slimming classes than through counselling at GP surgeries or pharmacies. 4 men are being questioned by police following a double shooting which left 1 man dead and a teenager injured. It happened close to where a funeral was taking place in East Dulwich, southeast London. A 21-year-old man died at the scene, while a man was taken to hospital with a gunshot wound to the ankle. Now, 6 volunteers who've spent almost 1.5 years locked away in a capsule as part of a space experiment have returned to the real world. The men have spent 520 days in isolation at a Russian research centre. They supposedly endured conditions similar to those that would be experienced by astronauts travelling to Mars.
On the Mars 500 mission, we have achieved on Earth the longest space voyage ever, so that humankind can one day greet a new dawn on the surface of a distant but reachable planet. For me, as a European Space Agency crew member, it's been an honor to having been part of this remarkable achievement with 5 of the most professional, friendly and resilient individuals I have ever worked with. I will be forever thankful with all of those who stood close to me during this long odyssey.
And the Duke and Duchess of Cornwall have visited a township in Johannesburg during the first full day of their Commonwealth tour. They were greeted by Nelson Mandela's wife, Graça Machel, who gave them a tour of the Mandela Foundation in Soweto. The royal couple will travel to Tanzania on Sunday. That's it from me. Sian's got the weather next. Matt's here at 5. Emma will be here at 7. Bye for now.
Brighten up your day with Arm & Hammer toothpaste, sponsors of Channel 5 Weather.
Hi there. Well, it's Friday already. That snuck up on us like a weekday ninja, and there's been some very heavy rain this morning. That's trying to clear away from northeast England at the moment, but as you can see, showers have already moved in across England and Wales and into western Scotland. Some of these showers will be very heavy, perhaps torrential at times, some thunder as well. There is a risk of localised flooding, particularly at this time of year when leaves start to clog up the drains. Now, there will be some sunshine in between, but as you can see, it's really Northern Ireland getting the best of this sunshine sunshine, much drier and brighter conditions there. During the afternoon, showers will merge into longer spells of rain across Wales and southwest England. This could lead to some disruptions during travel, particularly around the rush hour time, so do take extra care on your drive home from work.
Brighten up your day with Arm & Hammer toothpaste, sponsors of Channel 5 Weather.
Join us tonight on OKTV for the latest showbiz news.
Charlie Simpson will be joining us in the studio alongside Mr BB himself, Sir Brian of the Dowling.
We'll be quizzing him on tonight's eviction and getting the latest from the Big Brother house.
That's tonight at 6:25.
East Africa is in crisis. War, failing harvests, and the worst drought in 50 years means over 2 million children are at risk. Risk of disease and risk of death. In just one refugee camp in Kenya, there are nearly 500,000 people in urgent need of food, water, and basic health care. The situation throughout the region is becoming more and more critical. The threat of starvation is very real. By giving £5, you could provide desperately needed food to the most malnourished children. UNICEF's experienced teams are already on the ground, ensuring life-saving aid is getting through. But we urgently need your help to reach every child who needs us. To help East Africa's children now, please text FOOD to 70007 to donate £5. I promise your donation will make a real difference. Thank you.
What does one of the richest women in the world really want? It's time to take a walk in her shoes. The Cover Girl Uncovered. Tamara Eccleston, $1 Billion Girl, 10:30 tonight on Channel 5.
Everybody was looking at each other and wondering who wasn't going to come back.
Why did 168 Allied airmen find themselves in a Nazi concentration camp?
This is not prisoner of war life.
Under a sentence of death.
I thought, this is it. This is where they bump us all.
All will be revealed. Bomber Boys, 8 o'clock Thursday on Channel 5.
Now on Channel 5, here's a recipe from the Real Food Family Cook-Off.
Real Food Family Cook-Off, brought to you by Tesco.
Real Food Family Cook-Off is on the hunt for the best family of cooks in the country. Real people who love creating amazing home-cooked dishes.
We've challenged our contestants to come up with recipes from 8 mood food categories that reflect the way that we cook and eat each day. So here's one of the family favourites they created.
This is how you make the smoked haddock pilaf. First of all, put the eggs on to hard boil. And at the same time, put the fish in a pan, add the water, the peppercorns, bay leaves and the juice of 1 lemon and allow that to simmer and cook through. And it poaches it, but then we reserve the liquor so that we then use that to cook the rice in. So you get the full fish flavour. Right, just waiting for this fish. Would you like to turn it over for me again, darling? Just check if the fish is cooked through or not. Drain the fish. Put it to one side to allow it to cool long enough for you to be able to flake it. Meantime, chop your onion, fry it off in a little bit of olive oil and butter until it's softened. Add the rice.
Talk me through this. So in the rice...
Yeah. We have got the onion that we sweated off. We then added in some cumin, and that's the reserved liquor from cooking the fish.
Can you smell that?
So
Can you smell that, yeah?
all the
That
lemon
smell
juice.
good. All of a sudden, the audience have got a few whiffs of some...
Excellent.
Am I allowed just a little try of this?
Yeah, be careful
fish?
for the bones, because we haven't deboned it yet.
OK, I'll just go for the edgy bit. And when does that go in?
That is
right
going
at the end?
Right at the end, so it's then heated through. OK, we're very nearly there. The final stage is where you add the fish, the parsley, and also your cumin, coriander, sultanas, and cashew nuts to the mix. Mix it all in nice and gently so you don't break the fish down too much. and then serve with a side salad and some warm bread maybe. It's as easy as that. And it's a lovely way of using fish in a very healthy and filling way. It is a family favourite of ours.
And what do our tasting panel think?
Oh, it was lovely. I love the cashews in there and I love the raisins in there as well.
And you can find out which family are the best home cooks in Britain and get inspired by some great recipes on Real Food Family Cook-Off.
Real Food Family Cook-Off, brought to you by Tesco.